The annual defense budget of Russia is $47 billion, which is 3.9% of their GDP. The annual defense budget of the United States is $664 billion, which is 2.4% of their GDP. Russia has a total population of 143 million people, with 47 million who are fit for service. It has 766,000 who are active frontline personnel, and it has 2.5 million who are active reserve personnel. The United States has a total population of 321 million people, with 120 million fit for service. It has 1.4 million people who are active frontline personnel, and it has 1.1 million who are active reserve personnel. The United States' frontline manpower is more than twice the size than that of Russia, but if both nations called on their reserves, Russia would have the overall manpower advantage by 700,000 personnel, or 21%. The United States is absolutely outmatched when comparing both nations' tanks, with only 8,800 tanks going up against Russia's massive arsenal of 15,400 tanks. The United States makes up some ground with their armored fighting vehicles, with 41,000 AFVs against Russia's 31,300 AFVs. Other land units that both armies employ are self-propelled guns, towed artillery, and multiple launch rocket systems. When comparing aircraft strength, the United States vastly overpowers Russia with 13,444 aircrafts compared to Russia's 3,547 aircrafts. Looking at naval power, the United States has a slight edge, with 415 total ships going up against Russia's 352 total ships. There are two major points of interest, however. The United States boasts 19 aircraft carriers against a single aircraft carrier for Russia. However, Russia owns 81 corvette warships against the United States' 0. On the subject of nuclear warfare, the United States has 5,100 warheads on standby. Russia controls less than half of that, with 2,200 warheads on standby. We must remember that almost every ground vehicle, aircraft, and naval unit needs fuel to be employed. Russia consumes 3.3 million barrels of oil a day and produces 10 million barrels daily with a massive 80 billion barrel oil reserve. The United States currently consumes 19 million barrels of oil a day and produces 9 million barrels with a 37 billion barrel oil reserve. Perhaps the most important resource when it comes to war are allies. The United States boasts treaties that ally them with over 54 nations. Russia has only 5 documented allies. Experience also plays a big factor in the strength of a military and its commanders. The United States has been involved in 103 wars dating back to 1776. Russia has been involved in 107 wars dating back to 1480. As we progress through the digital age, cyber warfare is becoming a critical part of a nation's strength. The United States is known to be investing heavily in cyber warfare with their Cyber Command program.